The hashtag Say No to Red Bull was trending on social media over the weekend after news that all charges against the grandson of the founder of the Red Bull empire, Prayut boss Yuvidia, who stood accused and is reported to have admitted to killing a Bangkok police officer in a fatal crash 8 years ago and then fleeing the scene. Before we start off with this story, it's worth noting that the Yuvidia family behind the Red Bull brand in Thailand, they donated 300 million baht to the government to help with COVID-19 measures just this past April. Anyway, pressure was on the Attorney General's office to explain their decision, and they've set up a 7-member panel to investigate the controversial dropping of the charges after the Southern Bangkok Criminal Litigation Department decided to acquit Boss Red Bull on the charge of reckless driving causing death, a charge that wasn't going to expire for another 7 years. The Prime Minister has also ordered an inquiry and called on the Royal Thai Police to do so, which is ironic since the police had to agree with the charges to be dropped in the first place in order for them to go into effect. And authorities have now set up a 10-member panel to look into why they themselves did not oppose the prosecutor's decision. They've given themselves 15 days to report their findings. Meanwhile, the Bangkok Post and other outlets have reported the existence of a leaked document over the weekend, outlining the public prosecutor's reasoning that shows that information from new witnesses was given more weight than previous forensic evidence in the case. 2 police majors and a university engineering lecturer were brought in recently to calculate the speed of the vehicles through CCTV footage. And they say that the Ferrari was not going 177 kilometers per hour in the crash, but at 76 kph. Their documents also state that 2 alleged witnesses to the crime that happened 8 years ago, they spoke with investigators in December of last year, saying the Ferrari driven by Boss Red Bull was actually going about 50 kph. The statements from the 2 alleged witnesses and alleged specialists came conveniently just in the past year, as prosecutors, according to the Bangkok Post, have used this, quote, new evidence in their decision to reverse the indictment. And they concluded that, quote, the victim's reckless driving contributed to the crash. However, with this new information, there's been no updates on what now happens to the police officers from Tonglo police station. They lost a colleague in this very same crash. They were found to have mishandled the investigation of their colleague from the very start, and they were punished last month. What's going to happen to them? This is Thailand.